Hi guys, how you going? Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. So today we're up on the Lincoln National Park and we're about to do the Wanna four-wheel drive track. So this goes all the way from Wanna all the way to Sleaford, down along the beach and a few rocky outcrops. So we'll take you through the journey. So we've got the Ford Ranger and the Pajero heading out today, and yeah, we'll see how the day goes. We've just dropped the tyre pressures down to 25 just to get started, and then we'll see sort of how low we have to go. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll show you a bit of a map up on the screen of sort of what it looks like and how far we're going to be going. We actually tried to access it from the other direction from the hut, but that was all sort of blocked off. So we've now headed down to right down the other end, and I'll show you up on the screen where we're starting from. And let's yeah, see where we end up. All right, super excited. Let's go. It's all the sand into the camera, which is perfect. Alright guys, so at this point here you've got two options. You can go left, or you can go take the high road and go right, and then they both intersect back to the same track. So let's take right and see where we end up. So that section there was pretty good, no real dramas. Again, 25 psi for us, worked quite nicely. Alright, maybe it's
straight this up or left?
Oh, actually I want to see what's down there. I want to go that way.
Oh, I think that loops back onto this bit here anyway. It doesn't go over. Yeah, it comes out here.
Oh, okay. Waste of energy for nothing.
And now we just got to be careful because we've got low pressure.
Yep, and then there's the red markers.
Oh, this might be where you can go left or right. Although it went left and right over there too. Oh,
This might be the area you just have a bit of a play.
wave on that rock.
Alright guys, so you'll notice through this area there's a whole heap of red markers. That's the trail. So I dare say there's a red marker there. I'm not sure if you can see in the distance over there. There's a red marker right in front of you in the centre of the screen. So I dare say there's sort of the two options you can take. So I don't know, let's see if we can get up here, I suppose.
This one?
Yeah, give it a go.
You want to go right?
Yeah. I don't like our chances, but... Woohoo! So it's all really clearly marked, which is great. Straight ahead. straight, go straight, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll just wait here till get if there's these waves.
Absolutely stunning.
You want to go left or right?
Let's go left. Have a bit of a look. We're going to head down to the bottom here, Gaz, and have a look.
Okay.
Go down this way, have a look. Yep. Alright guys, so as you can see there's certain areas where you're not allowed to go, so it's all clearly signed, which is great. So vehicles not permitted past this point. So actually let's get out and have a look. We'll park here. So we're just going to get out and have a bit of a look. Stunning place, stunningly beautiful. Alright guys, that was bloody amazing, fantastic. Nice little stopover, beautiful on the beach there. She was cold, a bit gusty, but let's keep going. Wagon ho! So. You're on candid camera, Gary, make it look good.
No, then we go left.
Follow the tracks.
That was my hand.
Beautiful, beautiful as per usual. Zach looked a bit scruffy though, he needs to get his hair done.
I think that's the style of use today.
first you don't succeed, try again. A little bit premature, take a bit of a run up.
I think it was all really soft too.
Big time.
Follow the track back up now.
Compacted pound. Right, high low. Woohoo!
All clear, Gary.
Alright, right behind you.
Alright guys, so what we'll do, so we don't spoil it for you, we'll let you go from here and we'll come back a bit later on so you guys can experience it yourselves. But so far, yeah, fantastic. Some easy sections, some slightly tougher sections, but overall, absolutely amazing. Alright guys, so that was that first section of sand dunes all completed. So again, mate, we had a heap of fun again playing in the sand dunes. Again, you can spend as much time as you want in that area. It was absolutely amazing. Some absolute crazy stuff, which yeah, we've got a long way to go. We're only like, you know, day, I think 4 into our trip. So, but now we're basically just heading through a lot of scrubland. So there's this sort of next section, you're sort of going through all these sort of mini dunes, but there's just heaps and heaps of vegetation, heaps of pinstriping material. So if you're a bit precious about your 4-wheel drive, it's gonna cop a bit of a beating coming through here. But that's all good fun. So that's what we're here for. And then this goes for a little bit, and I'll pop it up on the map so you can see sort of where we are at this point in time. And then basically this is going to then come out to, whoa. This is then going to come out to another section where we might be able to have a little bit of a play in some other sand dunes. And just before this section that we've entered into, there was the opportunity to take a track out. So you could basically, before you entered the vegetation section, you could go out to Brian Clark Hut, and then from there, that you would then take that track, and then that would take you back out to Wanna Road. But originally that's the track we wanted to come in on, but it was actually locked off. So obviously for whatever reasons, so we ended up coming down from the way we originally entered. So, but this has been absolutely amazing, heaps of fun. And again, look, you can go as hard as you want or as easy as you want in relation to, you know, you can sort of take, you can take a lot of the easy tracks all the way through. There are no tracks which are really unpassable. It just depends how crazy you want to get in the sand dunes. And one of the things that we've noticed too is these red markers, they're all numbered, and they seem to count down. So when we started in this section, I think we started at number 43, and then they basically count down 42, 41 and 40 and so forth. I don't think there's any designated distance that it warrants, but yeah, so just a little bit of a tip there. All right, let's keep going. Is this the money shop coming up over this crest? Absolutely stunning. Alright guys, so we ended up having lunch at those cliffs, and they were absolutely amazing. Absolute must stop place for lunch. So what we've done now is we're heading down to Miller's Hole. So there's a left, and if you miss the first left and grab the second one, you can sort of do it in reverse, but it's sort of just around marker 35. So what we're doing down is now we're going to go down to the beach and go check out this Miller's Hole. I've got no idea what it is, but we shall find out. All part of the adventure. It's not about getting there, it's all about the journey. These rocks, by the way, are everywhere. Some of the roads into here are pretty brutal on your car. So even on the sort of, you know, corrugated dirt sections, there's just a lot of rock in the track. So when you hit the national park, even at the start, even drop your tyre pressures maybe down to say 35. It'll just make things a little bit easier. But then through these sections, you definitely have to drop it again. So my little 2 bits of advice. So let's see if this was worthwhile the detour.
This looks fairly new, doesn't it?
Mm. So there's a bit of a walking track there that takes you to the top of the dune, and then that actually goes to the other side where the cliffs are. So you can get a sort of a bit of a higher elevation. So this is Miller Hole. So let's get out and maybe just have a look down below. And again, another nice place to stop for lunch. Again, as per the sign, dangerous currents, submerged rocks, uneven surfaces, so tread lightly. Mate, Miller's Hole, absolutely epic. Absolutely beautiful. So again, must see, must come out and check out along the way. Make sure you stop by all means. Take some time and check it out. Again, don't get too close to the cliff edge, but yeah, be very careful. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Oh my God.
Suppose it's up there.
Yep.
Go this way.
Alright guys, so this is probably the toughest section so far. And not necessarily so tough, but you know, you'll get thrown around a little bit. Watch for any sharp, jagged rocks. But yeah, this is the way out. But check out the view.
So these are like million-year-old rock pools,
Yep.
not potholes.
So we've got to try and beat the sun and get to camp before the sun goes down. That's the plan. Let's see what happens. Million-year-old rock pools. Check them out. Well, probably, sorry, hundreds of millions of years. Again, this is why they call it the limestone coast. So we're sort of just past probably the halfway point on this leg. And again, it hasn't taken too long. We've obviously taken our time. But we didn't start this track until, you know, I think around lunchtime. We like a late start. Just sleep in, get ready at your own time, your own pace. Just leave when you leave. And then see what the day brings. And so far, every day has been absolutely amazing. You know, a lot of these things you can plan so much of it, but then you sort of take the opportunity when it comes.
water crossing.
Oh. Just go straight through it.
Left or right here? Memorial.
Sims Memorial. What mark are we at?
29.
Marker 29. 28 more to go. Come across a furry little friend out in the distance, just chilling. Hey, not a bad day. Alright guys, so we've made it to the Sleaford Dunes. Absolutely pristine. Check it out.
You want to go that way?
It's like you're on a different planet. Unbelievable. It's super soft.
Sure is.
Yeah, I don't think we should go there. No idea.
It was over here, wasn't it?
Yeah, out there.
Yeah.
Don't do anything too crazy, guys.
It's like the track goes in a circle here.
Yep, follow the markers up ahead. Whoa! Watch out for the rocks. Watch out for the rocks through here.
I was watching the marker. It's not. There's no road to that one. Imagine coming out here after a bit of wind's been through and it's got rid of all the roads.
Well, you can't take. Oh, there's sort of a marker vaguely in the distance.
Who's going to fix that camera?
No dramas. Well, that was heaps and heaps and heaps of fun. So let's see what comes over this crest. Alright guys, so we just passed mile marker, or marker number 3. So yeah, she's sort of going through all these areas with heavy vegetation, lots of rock, the odd sand dune every so often. So not much more to go before we get to the end. I've got to say, it's been an amazing journey. All sorts of different terrain, all sorts of different experiences, different views. Highly, highly, highly recommend. And it hasn't been too difficult. Look, it's as difficult as you want it to be, basically. But unless you want to get, crazy on the dunes. There was a few sort of curly moments, but otherwise very, very, very doable.
Look at that. Is that lake?
I don't know. And this is where we've come out to. Absolutely stunning. Not sure how you get down to that, but maybe that might be for another trip. But it's like a different world. It's like absolutely beautiful. But this rock is everywhere. Trying to avoid it at all costs. And we've got the tyre pressures down to 25. And if you want to go lower, make it a bit more comfortable by all means. But we've been fine at 25. No issues getting through any of them. Alright, we're about to come out to another set of dunes. Oh my god. And we've just passed marker number 2. Massive lake off in the distance. The Pajero's been getting a decent work out today. And again, she's fully loaded too. Rock climbing, sand dune driving, beach driving, you name it. It's been through the works. Let's bring you back up.
Hey.
I just got slapped in the face.
This is tight.
So I think we're almost at the end. Or are we?
Gary's going to end up with some script writing all over his Ranger.
We love pinstriping. Pinstriping means you're living life. On the edge.
Looks like it might come out of the lake. Where we go?
Let's hope there's a campsite. Maybe we'll camp here tonight.
Someone lost their jogs.
Gosh, it's pretty badly overgrown. Park exit is ahead. We've made it unscathed. Everyone in one piece. Didn't leave anyone behind. $11K is that way. What's that sign over there saying? I think it probably says the same thing. Alright, so this is sort of where you come out to. Okay. And that's it, people. Let's have a look.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You